Well, since you asked so nicely. What does your favorite K-pop Demon Hunter song say about you according to a psychology graduate student? Rapid fire. What up, you baddie? How are you doing? You have such boss bitch energy in your fantasies. When you listen to this song, it just gives you such a thrill. And yet, if I was to ask you to correct the waiter on what they gave you, you would go into a full-blown anxiety attack. Because it's one thing to have the fantasy of being confident. It's another thing to go, no, this is fine. This is what I ordered. It's fine. I'm fine. You really also love the rapping in this song, and you just love seeing competent female characters establish their dominance. It was a cool, fun ride for you. You love seeing all the different ways that the characters interact with each other, and it just gave you a happy. And you know what? That's okay. I like your energy. You love a motivational speech. When the character in a movie comes forward and is like, yeah, it looks dark right now, but we can do it if we stand together. You are the kind of person that so desperately loves your friends. You need your friends because often they feel closer than family to you, most likely because your family's not that great. You are the kind of person who sees a song like this, sees the impact that it has, and wants to be better. You're also the person who has a lot of planners that you've never actually used, journals that are full of ideas that you haven't done, and maybe one or two Pinterest boards that has like your idealized version of yourself. You really want to be a person who meditates. You want to be a person who does yoga and wakes up early to work out and does all those things, but the pull of doom scrolling sometimes is a little bit too much for you. I get that. Hi there. How's your FYP? How's your brain rot? Good, yeah. And if you've been with me for a while, you know that I said that in my Has Been Hotel video because it's a very similar vibe. This song has completely taken over not only your FYP, but your general thoughts. It just is continually playing in the background, and you can't seem to find a way to make it stop. You would absolutely be the person that this would work on because it's a damn good song and it's catchy, and you find yourself doing the shoulders. There's no way that you can control them. You really like K-pop, you like boy bands, you like the cute, fun energy of it, and you just enjoy seeing pretty boys be pretty boys, and I get that. You also most likely have ADHD, autism, or other form of neurodivergence, possibly a blend of the two, because I can guarantee that this has become a hyperfixation for you. It wasn't enough for you to watch the movie. No. You now have to look up fan art, fan shipping, everything that is attached to it, and make an entire lore off of characters that have barely any speaking lines. I may or may not be in your camp. Ooh, you're mad. Who hurt you, babe? I'm gonna hold your hand, okay? Who hurt you? Who hurt you to make this your favorite song? Because you didn't find the lyrics to be super hateful. You were on board with a diss track. It's a very good possibility that that's the kind of battle rap that you really enjoy, kind of the Eminem genre, where you really just enjoy a solid mic drop, and I can't fault you for that. But if you took this personally and you thought of somebody has hurt you deeply. Somebody betrayed your trust, and in a world where you don't have control, somebody took control from you, and for that, they must perish. And that makes this song playing in your head a revenge fantasy for you. And you were not all that upset when you saw that it came back into the Idol Awards. You're like, yes, this is the correct song. I like this. You hopeless little romantic. People like to talk to you about shipping, and you say, don't quote The Dark Magic to me. I was there when it was written. You live on Tumblr, DeviantArt, Instagram, Twitter, X, any form of TikTok, anything that allows you to be able to feed your shipping, it is here, it is available. You shipped them the second that you saw them. You knew the second that he came out with his hat over his eyes and like singing softly that it was gonna happen. You are the kid that came up to the signing that's like, are you whispering? It's fine, I'll keep your secret, it's safe with me. That is you, and you knew it was you, and you know what? You're okay with that. Your AO3 is full of enemies to lovers, hurt comfort, AUs, one bed, all of the classics. You just eat it up, and you want to see people have a wonderful, happy relationship, and there's nothing wrong with that. You are also the person who just really wants to believe in second chances. You want someone to have a redemption arc, and the Zuko redemption arc changed your brain at a very young age. It made you believe that anybody can be redeemed just as long as you believe them, let alone if I mention Gaara from Naruto or anybody of that kind. I'm in a lot of these camps. How does it feel to know that you are exactly the audience that this was intended for? That it wouldn't matter to you if they were demons. In fact, you hope that they are, because that's interesting. That's a theme, that's a concept. And when you saw these boys who have very little speaking lines, you went, okay, new hyperfixation unlocked. You just like them because they are so smooth, they are so hot, they are so handsome, and you have made headcanons about every single one. And yet, in every one of those headcanons, they're not like demons that are trying to take people's souls. They all have emotional heartbreak, and they don't want to be doing that because you want to see a redemption arc similar to the other ones, but yours is a lot more not safe for work. You do enjoy shipping, but you also enjoy saying, yes, I am here. You want it? I'll give it to you. All it would take is one of the boys, not even all of them, just one, to look at you and say like, hey, I want your soul. Come here. And that's all it would take. You would get in the van. You would take the candy, because that is how you go. And you're like, if this is how I die, this is how I die. And that's okay. And honestly, no one in your life would be surprised. It's not going to be those, well, I just don't understand. They knew better. Oh no, all of your friends are going to say, yeah, they were into some weird stuff. They were into some shipping. Don't go into their computer history, because it's just a lot of fan art that can't be shown. When they did the song, something just clicked in your brain. You went, oh, well, this is my new personality for a while. Okay. And I can't blame you. It's a good song. What happened to you wasn't your fault, sweetheart. It just wasn't. Somebody took agency from you and hurt you very deeply and made you feel like you had to hide yourself away. The messages in this song of either saying like you're too much or not enough, or you don't deserve a family, or you can't change anything, you can't fix the world, you can't even fix yourself. All of those unkind voices filter through your brain on a continual loop. And it is so hard to try and go out and maintain your work, maintain your life, maintain relationships when you look at yourself in the mirror and you don't like who you see. I like who you are. This song was immensely healing for a lot of people, including me. This song lets you know that it's okay to be who you are, that the scars, the darkness is part of the light, and you don't have to hide who you are, because who you are is wonderful. Who you are is amazing. You are creative. You are a complete masterpiece. So much work went into making you who you are, and who you are matters. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next part.